Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, East Lansing, home of the Michigan State Spartans, where the fans have been ready for hours in anticipation of this big one we have coming up. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the North Texas Mean Green, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Texas will kick it off to get this game underway. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The offense lining up for a first down play. Handoff to the single running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12 wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
It's reverse. Still running at the 40. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
Defensively, it's like which one of these guys are the most dangerous? Goodness gracious, you got so many guys that spread you out with speed and wide receivers that you think about taking away the passing game. And then what do? They put him in motion, and he goes across the formation really quickly. They give him the football, and he just so fast chews up yardage. Defensively, there's so many things to be talking about, to be talking through, and then they do stuff like that. It's even more confusing.
Twist his way through. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Yeah, and really nice job by the defender. Listen, a pro route's hard to defend. It's hard to get in front of that guy because he's curling back to the quarterback, but he did a good job not getting pass interference, getting around his body, and knocking the ball to the ground.
Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets open down the middle. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Oh, it's a reverse.
What great discipline shown by the defense. When your job's contained, you're supposed to contain the football. Not let your eyes deceive you. Ball starts to go away. Your job is to still contain the backside. Great job staying disciplined. Great win for the defense.
Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. Splits the uprights, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. The head coach has to be happy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. On the move, it's Alvarez. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess. Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
North Texas really has it going on offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Got it! He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Quarterback keeper. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, I love that play by the defense there. Hanging back, watching the QB's eyes. Great job in coverage on the back end, and then rallying to him when he decided to go try and run for it himself. And now this defense is set up for it.
And that is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field, just to execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. A little screen to the running back. Oh, what a move! And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there, they can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
From the gun to give, looking for room.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Spartans line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a crease, it's Alvarez. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
That's the end of the first quarter. Michigan State 3, North Texas 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will...
Oh, look out! He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Mean Green.
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Washington is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 2001 season where UW won the Rose Bowl and nearly won a title. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Hawaii. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Give to the running back. On the move at the 30. The expressway is wide open. Past the 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Spartans. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Offensive line, give me a crack. I'll do the rest. How about the Jets? The speed. He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
They'll try to add another to their lead. Looking to the fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the grab in the end zone. They must have seen something on film as they turn the fake into the two-point conversion. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive.
Afterburners coming. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Now on 2nd and short. Toss sweep to the left. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Now you're trying to get the ball to your running back in space, and really good job tossing it on the perimeter. What do you need? You need to set the edge. You got to do a good job with your offensive line. And then you need perimeter blocking out wide to hold their own. Do a good job, hold their own. Nice positive gain, nice positive toss play.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DP. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got the back over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Look, as an offense, we're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
3rd down, and this crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. They were trying to work the outside there. He played it perfectly, almost got the pick. Instead, it'll be 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That's a really good-looking throw, and I love the decision right there. When I think back to my favorite Michigan State quarterback ever, it's Kirk Cousins. Wasn't the biggest, wasn't the strongest, fastest, didn't have the best arm. But he made good decisions. He read the defense and threw the ball accurately on time. This guy has the ability to do that, too. And if he keeps this up...
Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Motion from the offense. They'll give it to him again. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose. And I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical. Because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Runs through a tackle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up there.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, North Texas.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's 1st down from the 36. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Blunt. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give him a 1st down.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup. He went for it. He attacked it. Got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs, you just run positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. On target. Really short gain on that one, defense all over it. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They need the 40 to convert here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The Spartans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man. And sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
You're right. I think they've started to identify the matchups that are in their favor. On this drive, they need to keep attacking, taking advantage of those matchups.
The give to the back. Finds a little space. All kinds of running room. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Troy is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in the Fun Belt, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over the Astronauts. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Spartans want to move quickly.
First down for the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Shoots it to the left. Oh, picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance.
And they got him for the sack.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Fires and picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he makes the catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Sparty. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They'll immediately call timeout.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. From the gun, give on the inside. At the 40, there he goes. Still on his feet. Can anyone catch him? The 10. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, North Texas.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
31, Michigan State, 18.
The Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't play.
Just steamrolling his way through. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Finds his man. It's Alvarez. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He's going to pass on second down. Trying to get to it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground game.
Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got his man. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
It's hard to have a grown man bearing down on you, about to hit you in the face, and you still be able to focus and keep your eyes down the field and throw a great pass to your wide receiver. Great job by the QB.
Quickly complete. Touchdown, Mean Green. And they take it in for 6 more points. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
Wants to go up top. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Snags it down the right side. Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
The sure hands, it's Blunt. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Yeah, and just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
Back to the air one more time. He makes a grab. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll try to get it through the air. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half, look.
It's a fake, and the kicker's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the two. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. At the 35, he's open. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, North Texas. And once he got loose, it was all over.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Trying to slam in. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The 2-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
It's complete to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. That ball is caught past the marker, but he is out of bounds, and it'll be 4th down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. The run from the shotgun. Runs through the tackle. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season. And, man, you know he's looking for more.
Paid for this? This attack so lethal with that big play capability. Now 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route. But it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
After the misfire, now on 2nd down. DB's right up on the receivers. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, he'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. Fast motion from the offense. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
North Texas has it going to work with another 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. Here's the score. North Texas 45, Michigan State 26.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown, Mean Green. And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a tight one right now. They're trailing by only 5 to Rutgers. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. At the 35, he's loose. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
No gain on first down after the incompletion. Now 2nd and 10 from the 40. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He'll set up to throw. He'll pull it down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Finds the tight end. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. 3-25. He's going to pass. Able to make the catch, but not in the field of play. It's an incomplete pass.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. 2nd down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
Quarterbacks get all the credit. Rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap every play. But my goodness, that dude could have run a 40-yard dash back there in the pocket before he had to throw a stripe for a completion.
Off play action on first down. Coming after him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here, because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He wants to throw it again. Quarterback moving. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
This defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
The play action fake. Looking to buy time. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
It's got to be frustrating to be this quarterback in this game, too. He just has never had confidence being able to step up in the pocket and deliver throws. When he gets flushed, they're still taking away all the throws down the field. It's just been one of those days.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And it's right down the boulevard.
I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And everybody's got different philosophies. Some people kick onside every single time. You go for the big play, try to create some momentum for your team, but they failed. A nice job covering the kick, seeing the football off the kicker's foot, securing it, getting on the ground, and making sure your offense retains the football.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. Might as well give it to him again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
The give on the inside. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here they come on 3rd down, and the defense has had no answer so far. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He breaks the tackle. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
North Texas has it going to work with another first down. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Pulls it and fires to the left. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Barges ahead. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be king in 2, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Dialing up a second down pass play. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming in this one. They went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
Made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L.
Wide open, he makes the catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
They're trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Avoids pressure. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space.